This program contains themes of twisted, dark adult humor. Viewer discretion is advised.
How can I help you? You know I'm always here for you. Your friends can contact me direct. How many of them are there?
Who are you talking to? I heard you talking to someone.
I was.
That's the first sign of madness, you know, talking to yourself.
Doris, I'm not mad.
Just saying, talking to yourself.
I was not talking to myself. I was talking to Reg.
Definitely mad. Reg is dead.
I know. But I've discovered I've got a talent. I can talk to the dead. I've even met some of his friends.
Oh, well, invite them round here, why don't you? Let's have a house party in my kitchen.
We did. Yeah. Now Reg has passed, he wants to help others. He wants me to help the other undead.
Get me his celestial phone number and I'll call him when I need him.
Oh no, Doris. You can only talk to the dead through me. I am now officially psychic, as opposed to you, who is officially...
As opposed to me what, Wilma?
As opposed to you, the psycho.
Psycho?
Path. The psychic and the psychopath. Make a great title for a book.
I thought that was to be on salsa dancing.
Only if the dead dance. I'm with them now. There's far more energy from the dead than there ever was in the salsa class.
Who's that?
Well, I don't know. They're not dead yet.
Disposing of dead people in wheelie bins is worth more than £20. Am I in time for breakfast?
Are you the man direct paid?
Funny guy. What's in the white bag? Drugs?
Playing games, are we?
And wasted on bins.
Eat up.
Didn't they have any fridge magnets?
It's all about some real money then.
It's just I'm more of a fridge magnet type of person.
There's a fridge in that house and it has a magnet on it.
Please, germs.
Cover your mouth when you're dying. He lost that game.
Doris!
We left the door open. You can have it if you want to.
Ladies, please.
That was Doris. Foreign food.
Wilma, remember your station.
Well, it wasn't me. It's the Michael Jackson effect. Remember, Reg? Dead noises.
Michael Jackson never farted. Doris is home, bring out your dad. Well, at least he's not going to be talking to the police. Well, don't put his body in the trash bin.
It smells like washing powder.
There's a very good reason for that.
You sent me to collect washing powder. Wilma could have got that from her supermarket.
Not this washing powder.
So it's not just me that won't shop in her cheap supermarket. Mind you, sending me to Norway to get soap powder was a bit extreme.
Doris, what do you do when you get back from holiday?
Her washing. She does her washing.
I don't normally sieve the powder.
Does it make it froth up more?
Are you hiding drugs in that powder?
No, Doris. I'm not a drug dealer. That's for street punks, and the sooner you get out of that business, the better.
And into soap powder.
I sold soap once. Bit like pyramid selling. I bought the soap and then I sold it to someone else for a bit more money. And then they sold it to someone else for a bit more money. And then they sold it to another person for a bit. So the soap got very expensive. No one did any washing.
That's what the bankers did with subprime mortgages, pyramid selling. Now it's my turn to hold the world to ransom.
I'm not sure about your new business model, Drek.
It's not the soap powder, it's what's in it. Or what's supposed to be in it.
I lost your powder, so I bought new.
You've changed this powder.
If you want Norwegian powder, I could go back.
Hide the powder. Worth a fortune, was it?
What in Norway is worth a fortune?
Oil?
You can't hide oil in soap powder. Oh yes, maybe. That soap you use, Doris, that's got oil in it.
It's not oil.
Oh, wood. John Lennon sang Norwegian Wood, so it must be special.
A song relating to an extramarital affair. No wonder you know it.
Oh, okay. Kippers.
It's not a quiz.
Stones. All I asked for was a stateroom.
Diamond smuggling. You have to go to Africa like Leonardo.
You know far too much.
I do. TIA. This is Africa.
Do I have to die, Drek?
On top of a mountain in a shootout. Oh, you're serious?
They're not diamonds, Wilma.
Oh, probably best. I was seeing this whole murderous profession flashing before me.
I've known you a week and you've killed twice. You'd be safer smuggling blood diamonds.
You could have got anyone to smuggle diamonds, but you chose me.
You've not done half the job.
And the other half is?
To deliver.
Can't you use the post?
What's that bag worth?
Diamonds don't come close. Consider the value far too great to put a number on.
The post wouldn't insure that much.
Where are they going?
Where do all expensive things go?
Not a quiz again, is it?
Yes, Wilma, it is a quiz.
Okay. Expensive things go to Chelsea.
Barcelona. Our whole relationship has been a test. I've been looking for a special woman.
You found two.
And from now on, you have no need of running a brothel, no need of selling drugs like some street corner kid.
Shouldn't you go down on one knee? Go on, Drek. Do it.
Get to the point, Drek.
Good women are hard to find. It's all in here. Don't share it.
No, Doris, don't eat that. You must have had loads to eat on the ship.
Wilma, you may leave.
But I wanted to see Drek propose.
Goodbye, Wilma.
Don't forget, you're allergic to peanut butter.
Shame, I love peanuts.
Go.
That was your big chance.
You work for me now,
And it's all in that envelope. Embarkation documents.
and you leave tomorrow.
Why don't you smuggle your own stuff?
You, Doris, are perfect. No one suspects you.
So you like peanut butter?
I love it.
Don't mess that nice, expensive car of yours.
Thank you, Wilma. You may leave. I have business to complete with Drek. But I want you back here later to help me dispose of the bodies. She fancies you. She likes a husband who is strong, a husband who is rich, a husband with a future, a husband with a sense of adventure. She just hopes they don't all meet each other.
Never wrap these babies in aluminium foil.
Foil? Who would? No class.
It draws attention to them in X-ray machines. That's why I sent you by ship.
Stateroom?
Barcelona, third port. You should have 6 hours. That should give you plenty of time.
You never did intend me to fly.
As I said, it took me a while to find and test you.
I feel flattered.
Don't.
Why?
Because if I can find you, so can everyone else.
No one will suspect me.
They will. And they will find you.
Who?
The authorities, the competitions, anybody who wants to get their hands on this. It's worth a lot of money. They'll do anything to get their hands on this stuff.
If I'm followed?
Stay in your cabin.
Should I be afraid?
Petrified.
But I'm not.
You're a psychopath. In a good way.
I'm a psychopath in a good way.
You have charm.
I do.
That's test number 1. You have a good sense of self-worth.
Obviously.
That's test number 2. And number 3, you hate to be bored.
I certainly do.
Some may think you're shallow, you're a good liar, cunning, manipulative, callous, impulsive, and have marital problems for which you do not take responsibility.
That's strike 4?
Nope, that was 4 to 11. You score on every psychopath's test.
That's practically every woman I know.
Oh, and criminal versatility.
He had to go.
You'll be met in Barcelona, and I suggest no big fur coat.
No, it will be warm. Think of me when you eat this.
No remorse.
I should have gone into banking.
That's small change. Call me every day.
I'll get Wilma to talk to you. She has a knack of speaking to the dead.
He looks like a nice lad.
He's not up for adoption, Elsie.
He just opened his eye.
That's wind, Elsie.
You don't get wind in your eye.
I don't get wind anywhere. I'm not that kind of woman. Wilma, now that I'm an international drug smuggler, my new employer has some conditions. My brothel and my drugs business have to go. So I'll put them up for sale at a fair price, you will buy them, and then you can give me a share of the profits.
But what if the diamond business doesn't work out?
I have clawback rights.
Clawback rights?
I will claw back all of my old business from your house.
But I don't have a cellar. With my husband sleeping downstairs and your husband sleeping upstairs, I haven't got any spare rooms.
Have you considered a loft conversion?
How do I explain that to Bill?
Bill doesn't need any explanation.
He might not be as familiar to you as you think.
And where do I go in here?
Well, maybe we should start now.
What?
Squeezing in. You, get in the back with the body.
Ow! Pull the dust sheet over you. You don't want to attract attention.
What's up, Elsie?
Oh, nothing. I think I'm dreaming.
Don't cause a fuss. We don't want people looking in.
I think it just must be one of the golf clubs sticking in.
Elsie?
It's all right. I'm fine, actually.
I hope we don't see a crashed Bentley on the way.
You can get out now, Elsie.
That was an invigorating drive.
Oh, Elsie.
I need a new washing machine.
so much to think about when you're planning a new business venture, Wilma. You're lucky you purchased that period of management training with me.
Purchased?
I know. We need to sit down and add it all up.
Do you think Elsie has any real purpose in the business now?
Your call, Wilma. I'm quite happy to make this a double termination. We could make it that they both die in a lover's pact.
How?
They kill each other.
Maybe with a rock. Maybe they batter each other to death with a rock in an act of true love.
His time of death is yesterday. Hers will be today.
Good point. Maybe she battered him to death, then hung herself after leaving a note to explain.
Wilma, she poisoned him with a sandwich. They'll find that in his stomach. And Elsie has got a history of suspected poisoning.
You're like a detective. Detectives get it so easy now with all that free training they get on TV.
I never watch TV.
No, because it comes naturally to you.
I am a psychopath, Wilma. I passed all the tests.
Do you need to sit tests to become a psychopath?
I take tests for everything nowadays, Wilma. You could probably do a degree in psychopathology. We need his belt for Elsie's news. Elsie, what would you do? Would you just poison him, or would you batter him now you've got him this far?
We should batter him. I don't think he's really dead. Alive! Oh! Oh! My God, I knew I wasn't dreaming.
You loved it!
He's got my gem!
No! Killing is done by sand wedge! Death by sandwich!
You've hit him 5 times.
3. 2 were air shots. I did him in par.
Where's Elsie?
I've got a ship to catch. Wait, she's got my driver.
No. I'll buy you a new driver.
Twists and turns that makes you want to turn onto the next page, then Cruise Ship Heist is probably the book for you, and happens on a cruise ship. My name's Stuart St. Paul. I've been a director, I've written lots of screenplays, but this is my first novel, and it all takes place on a cruise ship. Cruise Ship Heist.